Hi again, another Monday. This is July 27th, and I'm actually recording this at home. I was in Santiago earlier today, but I did not have the time to go out down and find a nice spot to record this, so this time I do it out at the house. And this week we've had several things. There's been a spike in infections in Barcelona, in the Catalonia area. That you probably know about, because there's some countries in Europe now that have quarantine restrictions on people coming back from Spain, because the average numbers for Spain is up now and it's becoming a red country. So I know Norway and UK has a 2-week quarantine for people coming back from Spain. It doesn't matter if you went to Catalonia or if you went to another part of Spain that is not as affected as Catalonia. It seemed like they treat Spain as one area. France, I think, has restrictions on Catalonia and not the rest of Spain, as far as I understood. But you know, that's the thing. So it's not looking too good in Catalonia right now. In Galicia, it's fine. It's up a little bit. I think we were down to like 160 cases. And Galicia has 3.8 million people, more or less. We were down to 660 cases last week. I think now we're up to 230. There's been a few spots where there's been a slight increase in Galicia, I think due to mainly family reunions, things like that. I think there's, as I said, 233 infected. What was the numbers? 20 people in the hospital and 1 in the intensive care in the whole of Galicia right now. So it's not great. It's compared to other places, it's good, it's okay, but that's what it is. I still feel it's safe to walk around in Galicia, if that's what worries you, because it's everyone's wearing masks and people are very, very careful. As long as you're careful, you should be fine. At least that's how I feel. We had St. James celebrations this weekend. St. James Day was on the 25th. So we had fireworks on the night of the 24th. Instead of having one big fireworks on the square by the front of the cathedral, there were 7 or 8 larger or smaller ones around the city. So people could just find a good, nice spot with a good view anywhere in the city, and you could get a nice view of all these fireworks. We were here out at the house, so I didn't see it, but I've seen videos, and it looked really nice. Of course, the good thing is that you didn't have to pile people together to see them. You could be anywhere in the city in a high point, and you could enjoy the fireworks. So that was good. And also, as you may have seen in the video that I put up on Friday, there was a lot of people in town on Friday. A lot of pilgrims, a lot of tourists. It wasn't as normal, a normal St. James Day celebration, but there was a lot of people in town. Today, Monday, this morning, I was in town again, of course, and very different. It was very much less people in town today. More like about a week ago. Still tourists in town, but a lot less. What else? Oh, I had a pilgrim in on my office. He came into my office on Thursday, and I don't know if you remember, but a couple of weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, I mentioned in one of these videos that when we had the outbreak up in north of Lugo, and I mentioned that people walking the Camino del Norte should think about doing the Primitivo and avoiding that area that was closed off for a week or so. And he said that he listened to the video, he's walking the Norte, and he was happy that I was able to help him, and he was thankful for that. That was nice. That's someone is actually looking at these videos. That's very nice. So he was very thankful and had a good time on the Primitivo. I asked him if he wanted to do a video. He wasn't very keen on doing the video. So, but I asked him if the public albergues on the Primitivo were open, and he said that he found a few that were not open. because my understanding was that the public albergue were open all over Galicia, but it seemed maybe that's not the case. So I think if you're going to walk in the next few weeks, days, I think booking.com is going to be your friend, because they have updated information on who's open and who's not. If they're on booking, they're open, and if they're not on booking, you could see they're closed. They're closed, or they may just decide not to be on booking. But since these days there's not a lot of tourists, usually everyone wants to be on booking if they're open. So anyway, so that's the case on that. Yeah, I talked to another pilgrim this morning. He was visiting Galicia. He wasn't actually walking, he was visiting, and he woke up to the surprise that of course he's now have to stay at a 2-week quarantine coming back to the UK now. So these are things that might happen, and it's one of those things that if you decide to walk in these times, you need to be prepared for things like maybe a quarantine when you get home, because things change so fast. Anyway, hope things are good where you are. So talk to you soon. Ciao.